Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder. And we do thankfully have a Roman Nomarin back. I will do a narrative return for him in the actual event, but we have him back now. Quiet you. My introduction.
We don't have that budget yet.
Come on, honey. TikTok.
I'm sorry.
So, who would like to describe the events of last Storm King's Thunder?
I'll do it.
Not Curl, because she's ready to pass the fuck out. By the way,
I'll
guys,
do
we have a college student who is just a poor, tired Bev. And Nemo, you would like to do it, certainly.
Yep. Last time we found a whole bunch of giants with some gobos and ogres to boot. And we basically descended upon them with our various tricks and spells and whatnot. Of course, the MVP by and far was our paladin, who cast plant growth and slowed everything down. More movement than actual slow, although our bird did add some slow spell to it just to make rub salt into the wound. And for the most part, we just picked apart the giants. Of course, their hobgoblin leader was heroically taken out by Kirok by virtue of her ridiculous spell range. And yeah, beyond that, we got goblins thrown at us and various body parts. We also had a diseased giant, and when the bridge broke, the troll that lived under the bridge unfortunately got caught up in the fight and had to run away. And yeah, I think that's everything we did last time. It was mostly just a big brawl.
There was also a wild magic surge, if you didn't mention.
Yes, Kirok disappeared for a round, so 6 seconds, and then she popped back into existence.
And then began to try and attack all of you.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first time party members tried to do that.
But you somewhat calmed her down via the use of a web spell, which definitely calmed her. And everyone huddled around. Everyone huddled around and calmed her down, and that's where we left off. So, to bring us back in, Glory, you are fucked.
Whoops, I forgot about that.
Yep. You got battered around like no one's business.
If I may, lay on hands.
Go right ahead.
How much do you need, honey?
Better question, how much are you willing to give?
I've got 50.
Guys, look away. The paladin's getting handsy with a girlfriend.
Wait, shush.
Again.
Just whatever. The whatever amount you want to give me is fine.
How much do you need? Because I've got 50.
I'm at 22 of 103.
Right, you need the whole 50 then.
If you wanna give me the whole thing, you can. It's up to you.
Give her everything you've
thing.
got, sweetie.
And clear.
The whole thing.
Oof.
You're doing amazing, sweetheart.
And the Yuri intensifies.
Okay.
Blocked all of you.
And the DM bites through his own fist.
So yeah,
Right.
you have 50 extra HP now.
I'm at 72.
That's better.
Much better. Much more comfortable. Thank you,
There's a
dear.
reason I drink Diet Coke with you, fuck.
Because alcohol and D&D aren't actually that great a combination.
No.
Nope.
No, they're not. That's why it's banned in my games.
It's only good in theory.
If everyone's willing to get pissed in play and just do stupid shit and we are aware of it walking in, it can be fun. But that is a tangent.
Yes.
Bringing you all back into the situation,
There you go.
you find yourselves now in this small river estuary. Tiny. It is
I'm gonna
2 foot deep, and as you're all sat there, you are trying to approach or console Kirok in some way. Kirok, you, unsure whether or not you're still on the material plane, see something begin ripping right next to you in thin air. You just see a split beginning to open, and almost like something was spat You see Roman Norman appear next to you.
I immediately stand in front of Vera because I do believe I was hugging her at the end of last session.
You were
Yes.
hugging her at the end of last session.
Yeah, so
I proceed to poke Roman with a stick. I am the medical
don't-
expert after all.
Oh god. Oh god. Things were horrible. Anyway, hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
I got my powers, so.
Sweet. Glad to have you back, by the by.
Did I miss anything?
We killed a bunch of giants, you know.
Glory just absolutely smattered in like blood and gore, just shrugs and goes, "Not much."
You're not quite sure what's hers and what isn't. But you
Alright.
can tell that as she was talking, her teeth were all red from blood.
I've been working on making potions. So
Oh.
that's a thing. Yeah, healing potions. I don't do magical potions like you do, but I can do a bit of healing stuff. You know, just
Huh.
picking up bits I've learnt from you over the years. Years. You know what I mean.
I mean, months.
months.
More like weeks, but either way.
Yeah. And, is Kirik still in webs at this point, or?
Yeah.
And
No one
about,
is.
what's with the webs, then?
That's my doing. She went berserk after jumping to another plane of existence. You know.
Ah.
No cursed item
You
this
don't,
time,
you
though,
don't
so
know
that's a bonus.
that.
You don't know that.
That's metagaming.
I wasn't actually metagaming, I was just guessing. He's just saying, you know, she disappeared, therefore, you know, she wasn't here, therefore she was somewhere else. Somewhere else means another plane of existence. He doesn't know where the fuck she went.
Alright.
The mom next to her child.
For all he knows, you just teleport back to town or something. He's just saying random junk.
Could have just gone invisible again, you don't know. She's turned invisible before.
So, what's the current mission, then?
Current mission is I'm about to burn the bodies.
Right.
I'm gonna drop my concentration on the web.
You are now freed from your webbing.
I curl into feather ball, wings forward, just ball of feathers, just shut off from the world.
I very,
Right.
very tentatively start stroking Kirok's shoulder. Just of, yeah, I'm still here if you need. We're still here if you need us.
Before I run off, I might use my conjure flame in combination with my chamomile tea to heat her up some chamomile tea to give to her.
You do so.
She probably doesn't come out of the ball for several minutes.
I'll just leave the cup with her.
So in that time, do anyone go at the bodies?
Yep, I'm going to the bodies. I'm going to start burning them, but before I get too invested in the burning, I'm going to take special interest in the disease one and have a good look-see.
Okay.
Lovely.
That's what he does.
Indeed.
You
I would
approach
love him for
the
it.
you approach the vile, rotted, extremely malnourished, even just by looking at it, hill giant. Its skin sags over in about 5 or 6 layers over its stomach. You can see its rib cage up at the top, and its cheeks are even just drawn inward. Whatever was afflicting this creature was suffering a very, very unfortunate and painful existence.
Can I determine the cause of all, or is this something unseen to me?
You can certainly try.
A medicine check, I suppose?
Yeah, I'll allow it to be a medicine check.
While he's
I
doing that,
wouldn't know what else to make when you said you can certainly try it.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'll just go have a little look over the rest of the corpses. See if there's anything of interest.
You, even through your examining, can't determine what has caused this. It looks like some sort of disease that would afflict. You could tell that even still, like as it's leaned, like fallen over to its back and its head's lolled over to the side. There's like vomit that's built up just from excess inside its stomach that is built up and it's just sagging in one of the jaws. Whatever that was, it was definitely a gastrical thing, but you can't determine what would cause it. Especially not in this, as it's common knowledge most giants have an incredibly tough stomach. Hill giants are notorious for being able to eat mud and gain nutritional value from it.
Yeah.
Varys, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Hi, yes, I can do that.
Varys probably noticed that I seem lost in thought as I'm looking at this thing.
So Varys, you look through. Most of the goblins don't have much on them. All in all, you probably get about 20 silver from the goblins, except for the goblin big boss who had about 20 gold on him.
Don't.
The ogres don't have much on them. They've got their clubs and everything. Each of the hill giants, you notice, even the large malnourished one, all have a large bag with them, which most giants use to carry their tools or their loot or whichever.
Yeah.
You open up to investigate, and while you do smell rotted food in most of them, because this was probably a capture from a long period ago, but they forgot about it. You notice that inside all of the giants' bags are several different assortments of very large weapons. Inside one, you see a number of battle axes with a cool blue design. You see a lot of jagged and large greatswords that even these giants might struggle to wield. Finely crafted and chiseled maces and clubs. And you also see spears and javelins and the like in the design, all of which are just too large for you to even take out, but you can just look at them and see them from inside the bag. But all these giants have different numbers of them and assortments of them.
Are there any in particular weapons that stand out as being unique or possibly magical?
Certainly make check magic check if you want to figure that out, because you have the spell.
Yeah, it'll take me 10 minutes, but I'll cast a magic. It's ritual.
When Varys has cleared a body, I've sort of come out of my trance, and when he's cleared any body, I'll start burning it. So we'll just go through a process of him checking and then me burning.
Okay. It's going to take a while for you to burn them. You're literally trying to burn through about a foot of fat. Like, this is the kind of thing that, a whaler would lose their mind over.
Smells tasty.
Smells disgusting.
And if I taste it, you think, ew.
It's utterly revolting, even to you.
I imagine so.
As you check through...
That's it.
It's only fair to do it. Just because you said magical, I didn't have anything planned, but let's actually see if there's anything nice. Roll me a d100.
Oh, I'll do that.
Hey, you could use the magic item tables that are in that new book that was released.
I rolled a 3.
You mean Xanathar's Guide to Everything?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly, yes.
Just for something different.
Just
Why don't I look
Something
up
minor.
Xanathar's Guide to Everything?
My lowest D100 roll.
A 3? Wow.
If that had been a different D100, this would have been a lot more interesting. Meh, 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 meh. Okay. I'm just going to look from the top of the list down. So let me just check this first. I'll use this new system actually because it's rather fun. I did roll a 3, so we'll look at a common. I'll look at one uncommon. You find a horn, beautifully engraved with a griffin's design to the mouth of it.
Another burp thing for Kirok?
On top
I'm
of that,
thinking- I'm thinking Sildar.
Mm-hmm.
let me just check this to be sure. You also find a deck in there. A very neatly designed little box.
Don't. Don't. Don't.
I'll pocket both for now. I'll identify them at some point,
Okay.
but not yet.
I don't even make a note of what you've picked up. I'm more interested in getting through this burning.
Okay. Besides that, all the weapons that they have seem to be mundane.
But they're big as fuck. They're like frost
They
giant
are.
size, fire giant size. We're talking from my knowledge of giants.
As much as you've had encounter with them, you've not exactly stood for a minute and looked at the side of their weapon to judge. But they're large, even for these like giants to carry themselves. Like these would be almost all these weapons are designed as if they're like, say, a long sword, but to the giant they're like a great sword. It's like almost big enough to be that to them. Like it's a very large weaponry.
They're really big. Okay. I'll let everyone know that they're just carrying fuckloads of weapons. Hey guys, the giants have got sacks full of swords and axes.
Well, we could haul some of this stuff back to town. They might have some use for it. It depends on how much we can
One
actually
bag
carry.
weighs 2 tons.
For anything that
Yeah.
size, I doubt it. We can't move it.
There's a limit to even my ability.
You're pretty
We'll also
strong.
be flying back, so I don't like our odds of taking much, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm just leaving it. I don't know if we need it.
I don't know. I would take a bit of steel. I'm sure the blacksmiths back at town would appreciate it.
Sure, you can carry one of them swords if you want.
You cannot carry one of those swords. It is a huge item which weighs 300 pounds. And you have to spend all your focus on just lifting it due to its sheer size. Don't make that face at me, Blue.
How far away are we from town? I forget.
You're about half a day, maybe, at most.
Have we got any more flybird for today?
You definitely have more Huru for the day.
What time is it?
Kerak is currently unavailable at the moment. Please leave a message.
You just see a portal open and a white wolf with a little speaker pokes her head in. Speaks to you all before leaving again.
Who is this mysterious white wolf?
Everybody else saw that, right? Right.
So what?
God bless you people.
Well, I'm gonna have to get my eyes checked then.
You're not
were
sure, but
just
it might have
about-
been blue.
We're just-
Who's
Tell
ever
them
heard
to
of
be
a
elderly.
blue wolf? That's just stupid.
And a speaker? What the heck's that?
You don't know.
Somebody who talks.
Anyway, what time
So
is
you-
it? the day?
It's probably about midday, considering it took you about not even an hour or two of travel to get there, but you did start up a little bit later. You rallied everyone together and you sped out. So it's probably about 1 o'clock, thereabouts, with everything else that's transpired around here as well to consider.
Do we want to head back to camp or do we want to head back to town or set up camp?
Yeah, what's that?
Town.
We go back to Mandolin.
I'd rather report to the officials in Fandolin of what we found here.
Yeah, so we do that and then go back to our actual task.
Yeah,
Finding the giant stuff.
sounds good to me.
Hang on a second. Did you say that we were on the hunt for, say, relics for the
Yes.
All Mother area?
That's what
The
I mean
All-Father.
by the
All
task
Father.
of collecting the giant relics from the burial mounds that we know about.
Yeah.
Also,
My train
Varys,
of
we
thought
found those
was,
3 stone giants yesterday.
Pardon?
The 3 stone giants.
Yes, what about the 3 stone giants that were sitting in the cave?
Yeah, do we care about that, or
They were waiting for something.
I'm sure they were? And I'm asking all of you: do we do
care
something about that, or are we
finding
just?
Do we want to go visit some stone giants?
I don't know. I know we're on a time frame.
Sorry, Stacey, what were you saying as well?
My train of thought was whether one of the weapons was something that was worth bringing to the All Father area, but I don't think that they are.
Probably not. No, they just seem to be just weapons of war more than anything. The relics
Yeah,
are something very
we've-
specific.
Yeah, we've been told where the ones are and what we're looking for, I believe.
Yeah.
So we were on a schedule to go around and get them, but we got sidetracked by multiple things. So yeah, so what? Consensus. Raise your hands if you want to go meet some stone giants.
So just a quick question before you guys do this. You've looted the hill giants and the goblins. Is there anything else you want to do here? Anything else you want to loot?
Is there
Do you want to look at the crazy guy
A mouse.
who could move super fucking quick?
The hobgoblin.
No,
The
Yeah.
mouse.
the weird one.
The mouth
mouse.
of Granlator. Yeah, Nemo investigated it, but his.
Oh yeah,
percent
sorry.
of-
Never mind.
I'll take a walk over to Hobgoblin.
All right, make an
See what's going on
investigation on the Hubble Gubble.
Hobgoblin.
I'll burn it when he's done.
Hey, I like 19s.
You like 19s? Not gonna. No, I'm gonna be above that joke. You find on the Hobgoblin a gem that's worth 25 gold pieces. It is a mostly cut ruby, like uncut ruby. You also find a bag with 500 gold pieces in it.
I'm gonna touch the ruby. Does it
And
sort of
the
lose its value?
Ruby cracks immensely. Its already rubbish value has now deteriorated.
Hey!
That's that gone. That's that out of the way.
Great.
Oh yeah, Roman, did you? We weren't even here for him with this. This is fun. You don't know about this. Don't worry.
No,
you
I
don't need
heard
to know
about
about it
that.
yet. No, you don't.
I will leave
Well,
that
no,
to
no.
them.
I've
You say
been told by
500
other people
gold
about it,
pieces.
but I don't know in character.
Okay.
You say 500 gold, yeah?
500. He has his long sword, or he has his great sword, a bow and arrow, and you also notice that underneath one of his pieces of plate armor on his right hand side, there is a small compartment like tucked away in there. You move pieces around for long enough, and you manage to pull it away, and you find that there is a small leather box.
Small box.
It is not locked.
I'll open the box.
Inside the box, you see letters and details in a language you. What languages do you read?
Elf, common, sylvan, giant. They're the ones I remember. Hold on. Character sheet. Oh. Common. Yeah, that's it. Common, elvish, sylvan, and giant.
You cannot read this language.
Cannot read it.
Hey,
I put them in my pocket for now.
I can read any writing.
You don't know about it, and I don't know you can do that.
Sure.
I'll pocket it all. I'll bring it back. I'll put all the gold in the bag of holding.
Nobody saw that.
I saw that, Blue.
No, I burn the
Little
hobgoblin.
shit.
Back in the bag of holding. Lots more money.
Okay. Zero then spends his time burning everything, and you all gather back around
Would
Kirok.
this count as a short rest?
Why, yes, it would if you did nothing but rest.
I was mainly staying near Kirok anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one. I was busy burning still. So
Yeah,
very
you ain't
busy.
getting shit. You and Varus ain't getting shit.
Right, so are we Fandolin in, or are we Stone Gianting?
Do you believe the stone giants to be a threat? Do we need to deal with them right now? If they are, I'm more than willing to go and deal with them now, but
I mean, they're there.
if we're in
so it
any
might be-
fit state.
We've never fought Stone Giants before, have we? We've never seen a Stone Giant.
You've
Really?
never encountered a stone giant before.
Shit, no we haven't.
I mean, as long as they're that close to Fandolin, they're going to be a threat. They're sort of waiting for something. Do we let them wait for it until it happens and deal with it then? Or do we preempt it and just deal with them now?
Are we in a fit state to deal with them now? I say, looking around.
You say as you talk, and a bit of blood just mouth.
I mean, I'm mostly fine. I'm more worried about everyone else.
I mean, I think we could. They're going to be there for a while, I guess. We could maybe go back, rest for the night, or probably they can come back in the afternoon.
Could that-
or morning.
DM, is there a way we could, if we took Huru, could we cycle to see, like, cycle round and then back to Fandolin to see if they've gotten any closer, or would that take too long?
Oh no, they were maybe,
It's on the way. Isn't
by
it?
anything but Huru standards, they were about an hour away. But for Huru, it's not even negligible. It's straight up negligible for him. He could basically. I'll bring you guys to the world map for a moment.
Right, it's a fairly short distance. I think for Hero
Correct.
is not really measuring it. We're like
Which is
half
why I
an hour.
am going to bring you to the world map, though, just to reference for the sake of it. Once I find my damn measuring stick,
The hero
We'll move.
stick.
Somewhere in the middle.
who move my stick?
It's in the
who's
middle
been
of the
touching my
screen
stick?
somewhere.
It's
Oh, wait, where is
between
it?
Flint Rock and Shining White.
You assume we know where that is. Oh,
Not
the
really.
No, it's been. The problem is someone's changed the damn color of it.
I don't see it anywhere.
I can see
Oh,
the
I know
word
the
for it, but the
word.
stick is not next
No,
to it.
it's
If you look at Fandolin,
very,
it
very
is, but
close to
someone-
Neverwinter.
Somehow, someone grayed it out.
It's very
Oh,
close to
I
Neverwinter.
see
If you
it.
guys
Oh
look
god,
at
yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
been
someone
made
graded it out for
transparent.
some reason. I'll make a new one later. But for now,
Yeah,
give you an idea. You guys traveled to here. This is where you traveled to.
And where were the
Huru's
stone giants?
They were here.
They were like in the mountains south Fandolin.
So is it
about-
worth us cycling around just to see if they've got any closer? Or whether they're still where they
we can
were?
do that.
Just fly over and see what we can see. And if they
Yeah.
haven't got any closer, it might be worth us resting.
I mean, fuck. We could just use if it, out of character. How long did it take to attune? Is it short rest or long rest?
Short rest to achieve.
Short rest. If anyone wants to take a little while with the crystal ball, they can just attune to it and then see if they're there. I mean, it'd have to be one of the ones that've seen it, so like me or Zero.
Then I don't know why you're asking me.
I could use some time for self-reflection. I've been having some thoughts.
I mean, I could take a sit down. Do we want to drop into Fandolin on Huru, take a bit of time, and then take a little trip there?
It might be worth, if nothing's going on in Fandolin, it might be worth just warning people, even if we do end up going and dealing with them, just in case they've moved before we get there.
Okay, so Fandolin, see how we feel, go Giants, come back, and then move back onto our task of collecting the
My
artifacts.
guess, my guess is that they're either an independent party who are working for a different reason than the Hill Giants, or they were weight goblin to actually give them orders in order to attack as an additional force. So I'm kind of curious as to see what was actually going on. But if anything, if we have a goblin, that then one of my theories has probably been corrected. So my guess is that they're probably going to stay there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
So I will leave it up to you guys, but if they are on their way to Fandolin, I would be more drawn towards resting up there and then heading over there. Because if they had attacked Fandolin, because of the speed in which we can actually travel, intercept them on the way anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's.
So back that way, and I point it to distance as I slowly back up for 20, coming idiot.
I hope our cleric friend's alright. I hope we're alright without a cleric friend.
No, we've got you.
No, I mean, you guys are still alive, so I think you're fine.
Speaking of, I've been thinking.
Dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous pastime, I know. I was thinking about our cleric friend, and I think it would take some money. I think it would take... Glory, can I have 1,000 gold?
Huh? What? Why?
I love how just invested Blue was with something happening IRL and just that made her go, huh?
It's for a spell. It's a material component. I can't
Oh
quite do what our
my.
cleric can do, but I might be able to do something.
Don't be vague or anything.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about this now after the last fight, but remember how we brought people back from the dead?
Glory nods.
Yeah, that's a bit out of my realm of expertise per se, but I can bring the spirit back, but as far as the body goes, I would sort of be remaking it, only not necessarily sort of reincarnating them.
I believe you are talking about what is known by my people as a golem.
No, they wouldn't be a construct. They would be a living thing, just not necessarily the same living thing. For example, let's say I died, I might come... Well, not that I could cast on myself. Let's say Varus died, because that's likely.
Let's not say that.
A vein starts throbbing on Ashka's temple.
I think there's an again that can go in there somewhere.
I mean, I might cast the spell and he might come back as a dwarf. I mean...
Or an orc.
Or an orc, or... I mean, it's not ideal, but, it's better than the alternative.
But what if he's alive? What use is the spell then?
Well, the spell's useless when they're alive. I'm just saying if the need arises, it would be good to have the components I need, and by my estimation, they're worth about $1,000.
Okay, well, first of all, $1,000's a lot of gold. Can you carry 1,000 gold coins?
Well, no.
You all fuckers are doing it.
What I'm saying is... I would need certain oils to do it. Rather expensive rare oils. I'm to understand he used a diamond of similar value, did he not?
We had a diamond.
Yeah.
We have.
I don't need the gold now, I'm just saying that consider that when we're going shopping, that
Yeah.
this
Let's keep it in
Might be something
mind
we want.
as we fly.
Yeah.
Hey Kirok. You still with us over there, bud?
He is not yet emerged.
I probably must morph myself into a parrot and fly over and start pecking at a wing like very gently.
Feel a confused sensation.
Kill my head slightly.
I say in Arakocran, you have no idea what you're saying, do you? Which comes out as a sort of.
Barrett, you understand this?
Oh, do the parrots understand? Okay.
They understand enough languages, trust me.
I'll just shrug my wings if that's possible.
Kinda comes with the territory.
It's like the Raven of convenience. The Raven just happens to speak the language you understand.
Alright, I'm gonna use my final wide shape to turn into a giant vulture and just like shove the parrot with my massive beak. Like, stop pecking her. Know that.
Birds
Stop
of a feather
pecking
flock
the vulture.
together, I guess.
Until the cat comes home.
Which
And
is
I
basically
give,
when you think they're having a bird spat.
I give Kirok's shoulder a very, very gentle, comforting little squeeze. Almost as if to say,
She sort of emerges from her little ball a bit.
You now see that there is a parrot having a fist fight with a giant vulture.
That's incredible.
just
They
flat-
don't
we're
have hands.
They have their
flapping our
feather,
wings
they
at
have
each
their
other.
wings pulled back ready to punch. Both
What
not
is he,
registering the fact that
Yago?
they're not in their form.
I just imagine we're like having a slappy fight, like, you know, when when people pull their head back and like slap from as far as distance as possible. I just imagine we're doing that.
I was just imagining them trying to hover and having their claws just their talons, going for each other.
But,
I
We're
start.
not actually trying to hurt each other. We're more like,
I start looking under my wing, looking for a preening gland. Just I don't know where this preening gland is. I'm just looking for it.
You don't know. That's hilarious.
Paris doesn't.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts and just kind of go to each person and go for
yes,
surface
that
thoughts.
exactly. That's
Who's he going to first?
We don't get a save. do we?
Oh,
But-
yeah. Who do I choose first? Probably Kirok.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, you're jumping in the deep end by...
Oh
Oh,
god.
and it's basically surface thoughts. Then I'm
Your
gonna
use of this spell is just it's just like, how deep can I go? Who's the
much.
most
It's just like a dousing. It's just like a radar going boop boop boop. But it points at Kirok. Boop. Yeah,
This is bad. Okay, give us 2 minutes. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Because I can do that, because I'm an admin.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I'll bring Das because he can know as well.
For single
There we
target
go.
damage.
Preferential
Hello.
treatment. DM's whispers. I can have 3 people in here because I'm an admin. So
Yeah,
basically, the surface thoughts of Kirok are along the lines of not again, it can't happen again. There's a lot of feelings that whatever just happened has happened before, and like she's highly stressed because it has happened before, and she's on the verge of panicking because she doesn't want it to happen again. And there's just this entire feeling of trying to remain calm, trying not to panic, and trying to think of anything else, but it's there niggling at her. And it's
Right.
up to you if you want to go any deeper.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide. Because the thing about it is that if you fail the save, but then again you're very wise.
The thing is, no matter what, she's aware.
I'm not
It's
very
not-
wise, I'm reasonably wise.
It's just a matter of no matter what, she's going to know if you delve deeper. It's whether or not you successfully delve deeper.
Well, yeah. Plus, like I said, I only have a 16 in spell DC. You're most likely gonna get over to 16, depending. But, yeah, because either way, the target knows that you're probing into its mind. But yeah, if you fail, I gain insight to reasoning, if any, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. Okay, something as... Yeah, why not? I guess go
Okay.
to it.
Give me some saving throw.
Yeah. I'll just
Roman, what is your DC?
I'll set it to whisper.
16.
What's your DC?
16.
Beat it.
You
18.
are unfortunately unable to delve deeper into her
Yeah,
mind.
and then the spell ends.
Kirok,
So.
you perk up, looking towards Roman, who seems to be looking towards you as if he's trying to look through you. There's a slight patch of purple across the corner of one of his eyes.
You're just met with the yellow stare, and let me tell you, having a staring contest with a bird is not an easy task.
Let's bring you guys back down as you stare.
She stares you down.
Beat one target, hit one, in brackets 1d1 piercing
Hi
damage.
again.
You guys watch as
Probably typo.
Roman looks around towards all of you, but looks towards Kirok for a moment, and then for another looks again, only to be met with a very cold, yellow-eyed glare.
I do believe Curls is AFK at the moment.
Okay.
Should be back in a bit.
It's cool. Should we do some other...
When I've
What's up,
done
parrot?
flapping my wings at the annoying parrot, I'm going to wrap my wings around Kirok.
Yeah, you probably realise that Kirok is no longer watching you two, but is staring at Roman, and has. I mean, she was fluffed up to begin with, but like she was starting to settle down a bit, and now she's just fluffed up again.
I'll go
So I've wrapped my
Roman's
rings around you,
shoulder.
I'm probably looking at you, and then I'm like, she seems unhappy with the gnome, so I glare at the gnome. This giant vulture just glares at him.
I'm
And
gonna
he's got a
perch on
phobia
Roman's
of
shoulder.
birds to begin with.
Bird
I'm
glares
gonna-
are quite a thing.
Yeah.
What's up, Varys?
Oh, I'm just gonna go perch on Roman's shoulder.
Okay, you perch on Roman's shoulder. Are you like Iago, or are you more glaring him down?
Yago.
I'm not just looking back and forth going, ah!
I'm looking at him like, what did you do to upset Burb?
Probably want a cracker.
Ah?
Welcome back, Curls. Everybody hates Roman now.
Apparently.
I
I
don't
was
hate
gonna
him, I'm
make
like,
a
what
joke,
did you do to
but I'm
Burb?
not gonna now.
I don't understand common as a raven, as a parrot, so probably may or may not want a cracker. Who knows?
But you're a parrot, so you actually have, same as the raven, you have skill in mimicry, so you can actually mimic whatever they say, if you so desire.
Oh, I can. I'm just saying cracker. Ah.
I pull a cracker out of my lunch.
This is
Yeah.
like if Varys was played by Iago from Aladdin. Just like permanently.
I eat
What's
the
worse
cracker.
is I'm currently doing my best to try and mimic in my throat a Gilbert Godfrey.
Good luck.
now.
Gilbert Godfrey! No, it's not quite that.
I'm a pig.
No.
I gotta work on it.
now.
Yeah.
You can stop right now, okay? You were not doing it.
That's a good.
Let's
Godfrey!
Let's
No,
just
still
stop. No.
That's not.
I must work
Do
on my
not
Gilbert
kill,
Godfrey.
do not kill your throats, people. Not a good thing to do.
Yeah, I eat the cracker. I'll just sit there, just looking back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you're doing, Roman, stop
I-
it.
She threw me out, so it's all good. I was only checking to see why her emotions were up.
If her emotions were up, it's probably not the best idea to actually start prying.
Welcome back, Roman.
Yeah, I know, right? In any case.
Angelas has been through more than you know. I'd rather us not knowing certain things.
I peck Roman on his face.
You were pecked in the face by a bird.
The fuck?
I shape change back. I'm done with being a giant vulture.
Oh.
You probably
I'll
shouldn't be
drop
reading
it.
people's minds within the party without permission. Just a thought.
If he's going to shape change, I'll drop polymorph. Still
While
on
you're
his
still on
shoulders.
his shoulder.
And squashed.
Roman. He's a light form. But he's still size category larger than you. Make a dexterity saving throw. With disadvantage as you were surprised by the sudden man.
Oh my god.
Nope. You are now covered by a virus.
And I'm pretty sure that's water that I'm standing in, yeah?
You are now drowning.
Cool, cool, right.
So, what's going on?
I'll quickly scoop him up. Don't want our teammate
I was about
drowning.
to say, I was about to start counting. His con's not the best. I was going to start counting.
I'm sorry. I have a +3, thank you very much.
So, excuse you.
Compared to me, his con's amazing.
Wait.
That was a pretty decent con.
Yeah,
So, I
so,
don't really
thanks very
understand.
much.
I've realised as a parrot, I can't actually understand what you're saying. So, what did Roman do?
Let's not linger on it, shall we?
Let's just say that it was all in the glares between
Oh,
you,
man.
Zero, and Kirok herself.
I mean, even as a parrot, I think I can understand that.
I poke Roman with a stick. I love you, buddy, but you can't go looking at people's diaries. And you can't go reading their minds.
I want to cast a message cantrip to Kirok.
Okay.
And be like, and I'd say you can get him back by dropping Huru on his face. That'll really scare him.
Geralt doesn't seem very amused.
Anyway, shall we get back to town? I don't drink often, but I feel like I could use one.
Yeah, sure.
For once in a while, I agree with the druid.
What? Wonders never cease.
Dwarf. Kind of a occupational hazard.
Hey, Kirok, can we get Big Bird so we can go back?
Speaking of, I don't drink much. What would you recommend?
I'm not entirely sure whether my recommendation you would actually survive.
Well, what's strong?
She looks at Glory.
Hey!
Yeah, what? Besides your tall glass of water, what's something I can drink?
Fire water, actually, not water. So we discussed this back in town.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like a plan.
It does take a minute to actually collect herself and stand up and summon Huru, who immediately just starts nuzzling at her. And
Very much so in a-
swear for a split second, shoots a look at Roman, but you probably just imagined it.
Roman, make an insight check against Huru.
Oh god, I gotta look up rock stats.
I'm pretty sure I noticed it.
Yeah, no, he
Okay.
notices.
Oh, okay.
Do I
That
notice?
bird
curiosity?
glared at you, boy!
Do I notice my curiosity?
Son, you just got glared at by a gargantuan rock.
If not for the fact this thing literally has the tag cannot be used for battle, it would have probably bit you.
Well, no, it'd be more of a... Okay, well, I'm walking home.
I just grab Roman and put him under my arm like a football. Don't
To
worry,
mention the door
nobody.
5 feet away.
Oi, don't worry, no birds allowed to eat you.
Except me. Sorry.
I beg your pardon?
No, I was
You now
preempting.
see you all look at Huru curiously until you see Ash poke her head up from underneath his feathers. All right.
Don't tease. Phobias are hard to deal with.
So let's fly back,
Yeah.
recuperate, and go to stage 2 of today.
So we fly to Phandalin.
Off you fly to Phandalin.
Cut to the Batman logo spinning and screen cut.
It's
That's fun.
it's a picture of a little pig.
It's a silhouette of Huru against the moon.
I got we left Turk behind. Never mind.
I kind of feel Turk is kind of like a cat or dog in Minecraft. It just teleports to you. Just
Ta-da!
Something like that.
Turk can ride Huru. I don't know how, but I'm sure we can do it.
It would be more that Haru would carry Turk in his talons, I imagine.
Yeah, it's kind of like picking up a cow, sort of. Okay, so you arrive back on the outskirts of Phandalin and move your way in, not exactly having a landing pad for a 100-foot across bird.
Alright, first things first. Glory, you want to come with me and see if we can buy these oils? I don't know if they'll have them in town or not.
It's not my area of expertise. Do you want me to give you the money and the Varus can go?
I mean, you can. I just thought, I want you to understand where the money's going since you're the treasurer.
I trust you. I'll give him 1,000 gold at the bag of holding.
Damn, okay.
Thank you. I won't let Varus touch it.
I'm not going with you. I've got things I need to do.
Roman, would you like to come with me? You're pretty good with the alchemy stuff and whatnot.
yeah, alright.
Okay, can you mark that off?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Thank you.
So me and Roman go shopping for oils. I'm back soon to ingest alcohol.
Well, I'll see you guys
Okay.
in an hour or so. I'll have to go up to the room in the inn that we've got.
I stay nearby Kirok. I order a drink, but I'm keeping a very, very close eye on her. Just there for
Carrot
moral
doesn't
support.
want to go in the bar. Like once you've landed and like got in the center of town, she sort of like starts to wander away. Like she's not really consciously thinking of where she's going. She just starts walking.
In that case, then I very, very cautiously follow. Ignore the drink.
Do we have any luck finding these oils?
Make an investigation check.
Does Roman help, or I'd probably follow his lead. He's used to this more than I am.
Yeah, understandable.
Roman, where do you recommend buying these sort of things?
At a market.
Roll your
That's-
investigation.
Bitch, don't take my lines. Roll investigation.
Advantage now.
Not in this place. You're not
Yeah, that's
familiar with
what I
this place. A straight roll.
Sorry to.
Hey, well, damn, fuck me then. Alright. And now I have to go to the fucking PDF thing and find the fucking... Because there are characters in this that you need the names of properly. Not that one. That one. Just a moment. I have to look at my references.
So Zero, what kind of oils are we looking for here? We looking for like peppermint oil or olive oil? Like what are we looking at?
Something a bit rarer. Something about
Okay.
1,000 gold worth of oil. See, I need
you
something.
after a bit of
crazy
investigation and discussion, you do find that there is the Lion Shield coaster Hanging above the front door of this modest trading post is a sign with a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it, and it is referred to as a area where there's certainly a lot of merchants, and it's more of a merchant company base inside the town itself.
Yeah, okay.
I will point out to you on the map.
On the map.
Make sure I'm pointing at the right place. Yes, I am. It's right there. I realize now just how much of this map you guys all used when you were here first time. You never actually came this side of the map.
No, actually.
No, that's a fair point.
But yeah, it's a good thing I'm a guild artisan, so might be able to get a deal here.
Not this particular guild, but you are a guild artisan. Different guilds can respect each other or have rivalries.
Yeah, that's...
So you enter in, and you see a woman of 36, human.
I just looked up expensive oils, by the way, so this will be amusing.
Saffron.
Yeah, saffron oil is very expensive.
Oh, the closest thing to $1,000 an ounce, so we're going to say 1,000 gold worth, would be cannabis oil.
Huh.
Huh.
Well, it is medicinal.
Yeah.
So you enter in, and there is a older woman, mid-30s, that is currently just essentially it is a counter, and you see that there is a back room to it. Very little is out here in front of you guys. It's basically just an empty, just standing room for you. And the little bell jingles as you enter in. Her head perks up. It's a kind of a bit of a red to blonde kind of color to her hair. And she perks up looking to you with the bright yellow eyes and says, "Oh, yes, what can I do for you today?"
Yes, hello, madam. We were looking to buy some oil, if you might have or not.
We do have supply stocks coming in from different regions. I might be able to order some in if we don't have it. What kind of oils are you looking for?
Cannabis oil should work.
Cannabis doesn't exist in this world. Get fucked.
When is that wheat,
2
bro?
ounces of Eastern sandalwood oil.
That's oddly specific on every account. Unfortunately, we don't stock sandalwood. We do have... You're looking for very expensive oils. You would probably have to go to Neverwinter specifically and find somewhere who would actually trade directly in it. I could order it, but the price is going to get jacked up because I have to buy it from them, get it safely delivered. And I'm sorry, but ordering in 2 ounces of something like that is not worth the price. It would not ship the rest of it, so I'm afraid I won't actually be able to help you on that. But if you do, I'd say go to Neverwinter or go to Yatar. I highly recommend Yatar. You will definitely be able to find oils in larger cities. Phandalin is too small. It's only just starting to build up.
Yeah, that's what
All
I
right,
figured.
fair enough.
Oh,
Thanks
so-
for the advice. I figured this would be hard stuff to get.
Don't worry, Zero. We'll go to my guild hall and Neverwinter then. And go ahead and do that.
Best of luck to both of you.
Thank you.
And you exit out. Door behind you, and you're back now.
Well, actually, was there anything interesting in that area?
It was
Or
just an empty room. It was
No,
literally
okay.
like walking into an Argus. There's fuck all out front. Everything's in the back. You have to ask for it. You have to know that you're looking for it. And unfortunately,
Probably
they
a
don't
bunch
have
of pots of
20 or
oils.
so. Unfortunately, they don't have 20 or so catalogs for you to look at.
Hey, Roman, what do you recommend drinking?
I mean, if I'm really wanting to get fucked up, I'll drink some Dwarven brew. But if it's more of like just trying to calm down, I usually go for more of a human beer. Usually, it's not too bad.
I take it under advisement, and I go to the bar. I give the $1,000 back to Glory before I do anything else. Here you go. We went. Didn't have any luck. The oil's a bit too rare for what they sell around here. Roman thinks he can get it back at his guild hall, though.
don't know where I am. Sorry. I will take it back whenever I run into you again. I'll take it back.
Okay, which you will do.
Alright.
So, how do you wish to spend your evening, or do you wish to just call this an evening and move on to the next segment?
I'll go to the barkeep and say, what's something strong that I can get? I've got like 3 gold pieces, something very, very strong.
He looks to you for a moment. And this, he's a younger gentleman in his late 20s, Tobin Stolehill, who very graciously welcomed you in the party. And he said, "Oh yes, and you're with the heroes of Phandalin, of course. Hang on, only 3 gold. How much do you drink? How much do you usually drink? What do you categorize as strong for you?"
I've never drank before. I mean, I've imbued alcohol for various medical reasons, among other things.
So, here's the thing. If I were to give you something that's really good, you're probably going to get wasted on you because most of them have a bit of a burn to them. I'm going to give you something that tastes better than it's strong.
Give me something that burns. Something that's like rubbish but strong.
He reaches down, opens up a big, like a wide circular base bottom with a very thin top, pops a cork, and gets a tiny old glass out to you, pours it out. You can have 2 or 3 more of those, but they're not to be drank in quick succession.
I scull it. Can I have another one?
There you go, mate. Here's your fossils.
Make a Constitution saving throw, because you are someone who doesn't drink that just tanked tequila. Or they run equivalent.
I'll whisper you my rolls.
As you were taking the shot, you noticed that he had put the bottle away just to see that you've already emptied the glass. It is burning immediately. And the effect wasn't for that. The effect was to see if you immediately fall on your ass. But it is very strong. It's definitely hot, burning. You feel it in your face. You feel it in your jaws. And there is that moment of there is almost no taste with it. It almost is painful to drink. He looks too surprised as he's already put down the bottle to see you. And I was about to get you a lemon and salt.
What for? Like, these things taste god awful. But I'm running a bit of a thing. So give me another one.
Okay, but as well, what you're meant to do is you're meant to drink, bite lemon, lick salt off the side of your hand. It's a way of technique just to make sure you don't get completely ass fucked off of it. So he pours you another, keeps it next to him, and cuts you a bit of lemon, leaves it there, and a bit of salt on your hand.
Let's scull it without the lemon.
Oh. Okay, Constitution save throw with disadvantage, because this is like 10 seconds and you did 2 tequila shots. I don't care who you are, you're going to get fucked off this.
I'm just going to walk up to the bar and ask for a dwarven brew, if he has any.
That I can do. That I can do.
Not a big pint, though. You know, just maybe a quart pint.
A half pint. We can do a half pint.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get you.
1 second.
You need to roll these to me. You can't just roll them quietly and say, alright, right.
Oops, no, that's it.
We all know how bad your con saves are, so
yeah,
there's no harm in this showing us. You know you get like a -2 or something.
Yeah. Roman, as you walk up and order this, and he says to you, you watch as Zero just chugs this and falls backwards onto his back.
Yeah, a friend of mine there.
Yeah, you're not meant to do 2 of those in succession.
Yeah.
It's brewed from a fucking poison.
I'll just kind of hop down real quick and push him onto his side. That'll be good there.
Recovery position.
Yep.
Gotta do it properly.
You put
Safety
him in a
first.
recovery position, and you get back up onto your stool.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't pay.
Don't worry, I
You
got
guys
him.
are friends. You guys are friends with them. It's fine. Make sure he doesn't die. I don't
Well,
want Glory
he
to be
wouldn't
mad at
know
me.
that I'm the friends of Faerun.
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh yeah. No, like he knows. He
I'm
knows.
basically
him.
appearing here.
He knows Nemo as it. So my friend, what can I get for you? Yeah, the half pint. All right, I can get you a half pint. Pours one up, gets it out in front of you. It is frothy. It is even a half pint is a proper size pint, and you have a bit of revelry and have a few drinks with him. 0. It takes
Yeah, and I'm just kind of sipping
7 minutes for you to regain consciousness. You sip away merrily to yourself, Roman, in the meantime. Everyone else, what are you doing?
I whisper a quick, well, I say whisper, but you know, telepathic and all that. I say a little message to Turk and say, Frau, keep an eye on Angolas. You're faster than me. I don't want to get lost. You know what to do afterwards.
There was a pig an inch from your face.
I fluff up and fly away.
He tries to follow you on the ground as you go.
She was walking, but now she's flying.
He did saunter up to you. It's not like he rushed up. But he looks more like a dog trying to follow an owner that's gotten in the car. So he just like trots underneath you, keeping an eye to where you are, and he's not gonna
turned off.
I'll click it. Get rid of grid sound. Just have to get rid of grid. Yeah. There we go.
Ah, that's better.
Freedom!
Not for long, fuck boys. The Turk tries to follow you, and as you hear, she's very fast. She's flying.
That means she wants to be left alone, Turk.
Kirak, you look down to see him just like stop to a halt, like skid on his butt for a minute and look up. Okay. Before turning
Not
back
good.
to
Not your fault, Turk. She's been through a lot.
returning
I
back
just don't
and
want to get her
going
lost.
towards you.
As he comes back, I give him a proper little scruff around the neck and try and find Glory.
Mm-hmm. After a while, it's not hard to ask, where's the tiefling? Everyone knows who you're referring to. And she is around the corner, essentially looking up towards wherever Kirak goes. She's trying to keep a distance and keep an eye to her. After a while, she has flown off too far away for you to keep a track.
Tan, I worry about her. Really, really do. Yes, directed to Glory, by the way.
Me too. Rather I kept an eye on her, but if she's insistent on being on her own, I won't grudge her that.
Sometimes these things require some alone time. I wish I could do what she can do sometimes. Being able to fly away and sort out your problems and leave it to the sky sounds mighty fine.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with you there.
Glory, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Tori goes like pale.
It's not that, don't worry.
Okay.
Down on one knee.
It's not that.
Oh god.
Phew.
Do not give Gloria a heart attack right now.
I will make her do a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, hi.
I saw him die. twice.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
We can only do what we can do. And trust me, that's not a thing that I find easy to accept, especially recently. But I don't think there was anything more any of us could have done, but we dealt with it afterwards.
It's one thing to see one of your friends die, but knowing that you could have helped, bringing him back to life only to see him die again within a few seconds afterwards. Damn elf.
Yeah, I agree with you. But he's here now. And I think that's what matters right now. That we're all still here.
I guess you're right. But sometimes I worry that I can't protect you all as much as I would like. Varys, Kirok, Zero, Roman, and you, Tom. Especially worry about you.
You don't need to worry about me, dear. But you can't protect us from everything. And I can't protect you guys from everything. But we do what we can do and accept what we can't, I guess.
Without you guys, I'm lost. If I lose you guys, what else do I have? I can return home, but there'll always be that one eye in the back of the that wonders why I wear.
Listen. You know you've always got me for as long as I can stay, you know that, right? As long as I can.
Of course.
You always have a place with us. Even if, you know, disaster. And by that I mean Varys happens.
Don't get me started on the elf.
Any of them, they're all a disaster, as far as I'm concerned.
Don't tell him that I told you this. But seeing his face walk into that shrine, I don't think I've ever seen him that uncomfortable.
Who knows, he might mature and start making good decisions. Miracles can happen, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, Moradin. Hope to Moradin that happens. Oh, God.
Drink?
Drink. Oh, yeah. I wonder if Zero did, in fact, feel brave enough to try Kurotan. No one does.
If he did, we probably will not see him again.
As you two laugh and head back to the tavern together. Varys, is there anything you're doing currently?
Yes, there was a few things.
Produces an endless list.
And the scroll
It'll
then
take me
proceeds to follow
maybe
on
2
the meter
hours.
behind him. Sorry.
So I'll spend a couple of hours. I'll summon my familiar again because she's not been here for a while. So I'll summon Funkhala. I will cast a comprehend languages ritual and read the letters.
Okay.
And
The
I will
letters?
identify the 2 items.
Okay. The 2 items. Just make sure I get my list back up. Please
Yeah,
excuse
so
me. No, you're okay. You're okay. My fault. I put them down. Gotta pick them back up. That which you picked up was a horn of silent alarm. This horn has 4 charges. When you use an action to blow it, one creature you can choose can hear the horn's blare, provided the creature is within 600 feet of the horn and not deafened. No other creature can hear this sound, and the horn regains 1d4 charges daily at dawn.
Okay.
As they hear it, it is described essentially as the caw of a great bird. And what did I describe the other one as? Just because I have one.
Card. Or a deck,
Ah.
you said. Sorry,
You have now, in your possession, the Deck of Illusions.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I've encountered that before. That's cool.
Thank Christ.
It was a deck
You
of many
understand
things.
that should you draw a card from this, whatever is on the card is what will appear for a period of time. It cannot perform it can perform actions as in taunting, speaking, provoking, but it cannot cast spells, and it under investigation check will be like any other illusion discerned as false. But whatever it is drawn as, it will be that size. You draw an ancient red dragon, bang, we'll hold. There's now an ancient red dragon in that space. Lich, giant, kobold, beholder.
Attunement wise, do either of them take attunement?
The Deck of Illusions, I'm going to check, but I don't think so.
Deck of Illusions is DM Dungeon Masters, right? That's not a Xanathar's item, is it?
Oh no, it's DMs.
It's a DM's one.
I'll look it up, don't worry. And yeah, it's letters as well. I'm going to read the letters.
I apologize, it does not require a check.
Cool.
Roll 1d20 minus 1. That's how many cards will be in it.
Oh, do you want me to roll that now, just so we know?
Oh, sorry, no, it has, yeah, roll 1d20 minus 1, and that's how many cards are missing
Oh.
from the deck.
8.
Okay, I'm just going to say that from the list that's at the back of this, the bottom 8 are missing.
Sure. Okay.
Once you use the card, it cannot be used again.
Yeah, that disappears, I assume.
I would give you the list, but just so you know, the Ace of Hearts
got
is a
the
red
list.
dragon, and the Jokers
Yeah.
are you.
But the Jokers are gone because
The Jokers-
we in the bottom 8,
The two
What's missing?
Jokers, the Kobold,
and then the
the Orc,
6 card.
Ogre, Hill Giant, Berserker, Aaron Yes, and Bandit Captain and 3 bandits are all missing. It does still leave you everything from the Iron Golem and up.
Cool.
That's fine. Do I get to choose which card, or is it random? Let me read it.
Just a moment. I will read this for you.
I'm reading it as well, but
You can use your action to
card from random, yeah.
cards are drawn from random. So
Okay, that's
I'll
cool.
count however many that are left. I think there's 22. I'll literally just have you roll 1d22, and it will be from top to
Yeah.
22.
That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, now I'm just going to read
So,
the
for
letters
example,
as well.
that would be a fire giant.
Ah, don't do that.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll write it down which ones I've got, which ones I've used, and which ones I haven't, so I can keep track.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can, in fact, like open it out and you can see what cards are in it because it's a deck of illusions, not a deck of many things. I'm not going to fuck you with it. Just so you know, it's when it's thrown down, wherever it lands is going to be the center point of the creature.
Yes.
So you best hope it ain't gusty, or your iron golem's going to go woo! like a paper golem in the wind. At this point, everyone else is gone. Hirok, You've flown
Hi.
to yourself privately. You haunt yourself up in a tree, and you're sitting still. You see underneath you, for a while nothing is moving, until a large mound of stones just... And you just see creature. Human face, long arms, all of this dark stone, with a very, very large pad, almost like a slab of something, and a large piece of, you're not sure what kind of mineral, but it's just following this little creature. You see then this is the squirrel, and it's just sketching him. The creature itself isn't huge, but it is a large creature. Its skin looks almost stone-like, but more like mud that hasn't hardened. Still soft. More so for the sense of age. You have heard of there being giants made of stone, but if you are meeting one, this is an adolescent. Has not seemed to take any notice of you. It is so in focus and enthralled in its sketching.
I sit and watch it for a while.
It does go on for quite a while, and you do hear in Giant sometimes just like for Giant, a very deep, booming voiced race. Soft by their description of their giant kindness. It seems to be almost not reaching to grab, but reaching to stop as the squirrel actually like jumps and moves away. It's like, no! As it lifts itself, its chalk in its hand up, it goes, and is now just scouring across the brush for something else to work on, taking the slab and putting it away in a very large container that has several different slots, taking out one that seems fresh, and is looking around.
Does there look like there's any, like, flowers or anything in the grass?
Flowers and grass for him to...
Just sort of some, like, flowers or something nearby.
Make a perception check yourself while you're there.
Real quick, out of character. I don't want to be like Dad. I want to go into art business.
Hey, man, don't hate.
Hey, I'm not. I'm not.
Kirok, you do see that there are several small floral designs. He seems to be doing his best to avoid damaging anything. Like, if it were possible for a giant to tread lightly, he's certainly trying to do that.
I'm gonna cast a gust cantrip and try and use the wind to, like, blow some leaves in the direction of the, like, patch of flowers to see if what he'll do.
Okay, as particular use of it in a directory thing, make an Arcana check, please. Just to see how well you pull it up. You just move your hand in a particular motion and utter a small word, and as you do, a wind blows. It blows past his face, and a leaf trails in front of him, and he looks for a moment, and it's more like almost a small fairy fort in the design. It's just a little patch, and his eyes immediately go wide at it, looking. And he just crouches down low and is sketching out all of the designs. The pad is about as big as you. But he's sketching away at this design. And just focusing in on it as best he can. And this will continue for another maybe 5-8 minutes, even longer. Mm-hmm. Time seems to be a bit irrelevant as you just watch this one giant. He's just focusing on it. He does have, as well, you can see, embedded in the ground nearby is a spear. About as tall as he is. But this continues for quite a while.
Do something that doesn't regularly happen. I have Fune. My familiar. I have them sort of flutter down and like fly in front of him, and then sort of perch on a tree opposite me.
Okay. I have them out here. Just a moment.
A little rainbow burb.
After a little bit of a performance from your rainbow bird, he's sketching, and the bird just flutters around him for a moment in a circular pattern around his head, and he seems enthralled by it as the bird just lands up there. And looking up towards it, he's not even considered it. That pad is gone away, and he's taking out what looks like the last one out of several. Takes out and is just beginning to work on it, looking at this bird. It seems to actually almost reach in for several different colorings of this kind of chalk, and is trying to match the color to the bird. But still not focused on you. He's just absent-mindedly focused now on this. Nothing else seems to exist to him but this.
I sort of just tell Fune to sort of stay still for him and let him do his drawing. And then after a few minutes, I very tentatively come down from the branch I've been sitting on.
You move down from the branch to the ground?
Yes, very slowly.
Yeah, slowly you move down, and as you move down, he's almost still focused on this, and speaks in giant something aloud. Almost as if he's asking a question, but you don't comprehend giant to understand what he's saying. But it's until he looks to you and his eyes go wide in a moment of realization, looks nervously to you as he takes a little bit of a step back, recognizing you as a person. Sketchpad has been put away.
I have Fune fly down to my shoulder, where she just nuzzles up against me.
He nods, comprehending it, thinks for a second, and points to the bird and points to you and points up, his hands waving up to the sky.
I sort of spread my wings out.
And points to you and points down towards the flowers as well. Make an intelligence check. He's trying to compare you to the flowers, you and the bird.
Oh my god.
But
I can't believe I have a new son.
My new giant son.
But as he looks up to the sky for a moment, you can tell he thinks, and then there's a moment of realization to himself, and he just lowers himself to you before turning, grabbing the spear, and just moving away, waving goodbye to you, as if he's completely forgotten his time.
No, wait!
You wave to him and he looks, not understanding what you're saying, but understanding you're making noise.
I point and like, flower, tree, Kirok? And then I point at him questioningly.
Toru.
Toru?
Torun.
Torun.
Torun. Points to
Torun.
himself. Torun.
Torun. Kirok? Torun.
He looks back. Bajanu. Torun. Bajanu. Pointing away as if he has to go.
Kirok. Vashnu?
Just shakes his head to you. points. Bashanu. Torin. Ooh.
I like fluff my feathers up to look bigger.
He almost laughed like a little bit of a deep bellow. Shakes his head. And he just like motions for you to stay, but waving goodbye, looking up. As if motioning his hands for a knight, like from point to point and putting his hands. Bashanu. Torin. Oh.
Just
And-
quickly reading a spell description.
I'll let you do this.
It's not gonna work because I think you have to speak the same language. What about this one? I sort of, has he still got his, like, tablet thing that he's been drawing on out?
He kind of has it towards his side, yes.
I sort of point to it and sort of make gestures.
He looks at it and looks to you, and as if asking, do you want to try and sketch on it?
Well, yeah, I sort of nod.
So you move to him, and he lifts out the book towards you, or the pad to you, and he's managed to capture the design of your little friend, Funa, immaculately.
Yes.
The colors aren't really matching. It's on a black stone kind of tablet,
Yeah.
but it is with chalk, and you can tell where he's smudged it with his finger to try and move it as well to match the colors and spread it properly.
Okay.
And he offers it out to you. It's as big as you, so he kind of holds it for you.
Okay. I will attempt to use illusory script and designate him as a person who can understand my illusory script, and attempt to write probably very basically, you know, it's like pencil is like as big as, you know, like this big,
Yeah.
so it's like really awkward. So it's like the general message is, my name is Kirok. This village is a home. Where are you from?
He looks to it, and his eyes go. "Oof. Oof. Trying to think of what he's heard as the human word for where he's from, which is not that common.
I don't know if they can write back.
He cannot.
No, he cannot.
I'm actually going to look up the giant descriptions to see if there's any way he can try to translate this.
Whew.
Actually, no, he's a smart boy. Let's give him an intelligence check. See if he's ever heard the name of it in a different language. +4. Dudstone.
Dudstone.
Left.
Lefpa.
You're muted, Blue.
No, I'm just talking really quietly.
Dudstone left.
Dudstone left.
Make an intelligence check.
Ah!
Considering this is somewhere by mountainous ranges, I will allow you to do this. Also, because you have seen maps of the entire Faerun, so
Yes, I am an outlander. I have an excellent memory for maps and terrain.
You do?
I can recall the layout of terrain and maps as part of my outlander background. I can't remember the wording.
Make an intelligence check though, and with advantage, I'll say, because you're an outlander.
Okay. Whew.
Deadstone Cleft.
Ah.
You do know that this is somewhere where or stone giants tend to quite oftenly traverse to.
Okay.
Oops.
But as you are having this with him, you hear out in the distance, "Oh!" as if this big, deep, bellowy voice just roars out from inside the forest, and he just crouches down, pulling away the tablet from you to it. He just waves goodbye to you and then looks sheepishly as he moves away.
Friend?
Kuro. Swear to God, I had him between 40 and 50, and 100 was a unicorn.
100 was a unicorn! Jesus, that would have been an interesting one.
Number 1 is a cloud giant.
Ooh! Can you type out his name so I can get the spelling for my post-it?
I spelled it like Tauron? Tauran?
Torun, I got it as
Taurun. Torun.
So close, I put an A instead of a U.
Really?
Yep. I was thinking of like Taurus, the star sign. Like,
I'm gonna need a bigger post-it note.
I made another giant friend.
That is the entirety of my notes for this campaign as Kirok.
My dude, I have a whole book.
Kirok does not always remember things, but she remembers things that are important to her.
Tauron is my new child.
I've made a friend.
You made a very big friend.
She actually feels better.
Angelas making all the friends.
Gateway friend, even in character.
I mean,
Stop
she
calling
is.
me a gateway friend. You make me sound like a drug.
Your drug nerves can get enough of fluff.
Gateway to more friends. I suppose Kirok will sort of sit for a while and stroke Fune. Really unsure about what just happened. And then after, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so, she sort of collects herself and decides that she will go back.
Okay. You head back to the tavern. As you enter back in, people are enjoying themselves quite generously.
I assume I'd still be upstairs at this point. So I'll probably come down eventually.
Yeah, you can eventually come down, sure.
I wanted to read them letters as well, though.
Yeah, sorry. The letters read, and it's actually in Draconic. As you can comprehend the language, you'll see the letters in once you do it. The letters are in a brilliant calligraphy, depicting, the words are, "To my loyal servant, your duties are as follow. Use the giants that are provided, and have them cause as much damage as they will in their thoughtless ambling. Then, once you've ensured that there are no witnesses, leave behind the weapons. Continue doing this and multiple others. Let the world hate clans. That way we can ensure that all get a fair shot at the rise to power. We don't want Zalto's little escapade or Sansori's little efforts to get ahead of anyone else now, do we? We need to make sure everyone stays balanced. And there is no name at the bottom. It just says, your master.
But it was in Draconic.
It was in Draconic.
Okay.
The other letters depict target points, one of which is Phandalin.
Mhm.
There are multiple of them which are dwarven, and one Varus that is essentially, as they are essentially jots taken out of the land around it, marked as the areas. There's also one in the very depths of the high forest, close to the Star Mounts. So, Kirok, as he's reading this, you've had your escapade and eventually returned to the party. I'm going to say no matter how hard Zero tries Zero, you're going to get fucked up if you keep up that rate at any point left.
Okay. When do I wake? Am I awake now? Or
You'd have awoken by this point, yes.
I get up and pay him the barkeep the 3 gold. Well, that experiment was a failure.
I could have told you if you're going to go for something as high as that. I mean, that's definitely going to fuck you up.
No, it's just that my connection with the natural word. I was thinking I was immune to poison, but it appears not to be the case. Oh well, you learn.
I don't know how you in character are aware of this, but it sounded like,
He wasn't. That's why he was testing.
and he clearly isn't.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's why I usually go for a Dwarven brew, because it doesn't have a poison in it. Other dwarves usually tend to use that anyway, because they have.
Well, if it had poison in
resistance.
it, that would just be more ideal for the test anyway. But it didn't work, so it didn't work. That's why we
At
do
this
experiment.
point,
Learn.
Glory and Ash Cab returned in. And shortly thereafter, maybe about 20, 30 minutes again, maybe even 40 to 50. The day's getting a bit closer towards an end. You did spend most of it loitering in town, resting. Kirok eventually returned.
What you saying we're some sort of group of loiterers? Is that what you're saying right now?
No
We are
loitering.
loitering.
That's how you get sent to fucking Fandovar. Get sent to the mines for loitering.
I mean, I didn't see any
I
signs
thought
up
they
that
lost
said
those mines.
You fucking
Well, you
found them,
found-
bitch!
That was literal job.
Yeah, at some point I'll come down, just get a drink and just sit in the corner, just mulling things over.
Being a broody bitch.
You
That's
got
fair.
it.
Right. Kirok has returned. Everyone is at a table together. There's one large table that has essentially been procured for you. The barkeep made sure to keep it.
Blue, you're muted.
It was something that was niggling me.
You muted again, Fluff. Oh,
I'm
you're
definitely not muted this time.
You're dipping in and out.
Now.
Microphone issues. There was something that just sort of niggled in the back of my head. What was that guy hoping when you poured a drink for Kirok? Last time he saw
Me?
her, she was 7. even if she had had a birthday, she'd only be 8. That's still not old enough.
He doesn't know birds.
So she got younger anyway. But yeah, I just thought that was weird. Moving on.
Moving swiftly along.
So what's the plan here?
Well,
what's
listen,
in-
we have a good rest and get going.
Yeah, but where are we going?
Weren't we going to get more of those things that were sent to by our giant friend?
Yeah, there's a couple of them though. Where's the nearest one? Big map,
Didn't
please.
someone write a list?
Let me see the map. What are we near?
The closest one to us would be Flint Rock.
Flint Rock. Actually, that was probably the most important one, actually.
But I can't remember which giant
Sansuri.
was it, which one. That's the Sansuri one.
Mm-hmm.
So we had
It's probably the most important.
Groundhog is where the hill giants just live in.
That's where they live. The ones that are square circled.
Oh.
Yeah, the yellow squares.
So, Flint Rock is arguably the one we need urgently-ish. Because that's Sansuri. Just to remind everybody. Morgan's Mound is also. Grandfather Tree is Gur. And then the well is
Which
for Careless.
Gur is hill or?
Gur is hill.
Careless Hill, correct.
Yeah. And we've got Ice Giant, right?
Yes, we have. We have.
I think you got that from Raven Rock.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's still up there. We need to not remember that. We need to not forget that even.
So we need to get a storm, fire,
Flint Rock.
Bone, cloud.
Storm, earth, and fire.
We need to get. Yeah, we have a couple enough to get, but then there's some of them that I would say we need to get more urgently. I would say Sansuri we need to get urgently.
Yeah, so we'll head to Flint Rock in the morning. We can
Flint Rock
check
in
out
the
the Stone Giant.
Yeah, I might do before I head up. I might do it just a quick walk around town just to make sure. Just do like a perimeter check, essentially. But
Okay.
But yeah, if we're in the morning, okay. How far can Huru go? Could we loop around that way and then head to Flint Rock, or would that be too far?
Yeah. We wouldn't be able to reach Flint Rock in a day.
Fair. So
I can. What's the distance between Flint Rock and Everland? Oh, it's not Everland. It'll take me to that fucking magic tower shit.
it would, yeah.
What's that for?
Oh Jesus, how would we get there?
I mean, we can just fly to nearby and walk the old-fashioned way.
That could work.
Visit Utah, walk up.
Might not be a good idea.
Flying's fun,
Utah's not
but, you know,
a friendly place, if I remember right.
no, it's for the gamblers and crap, right?
Yeah.
You can definitely get to Tribor in a day.
Yeah, it's the same. We could probably
We
swing
could-
through
yeah.
Tribor, which we know is nice, and then go.
Do we remember how long the... Oh no, we have... Never mind. We don't need roads.
Where we're going, we don't need
Swing around.
roads.
We could probably swing around looking for the stone giants and then get to Tribor, right?
Yeah,
You
maybe?
think, guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not out of the realms of possibility.
so we try that?
Yeah, and then go from Tribal straight to Flint Rock?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down for that. I'm going to do this patrol if anyone wants to come with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
come.
Okay.
I'll come.
I will be there.
Okay.
Das, I didn't say it, but at any point during the evening, does it count as a short rest?
Oh yeah, you would have had loads of short. You could have taken the entire evening as a short rest if you wanted.
I was going to roll a couple of hit dice before we go on this little patrol.
Oh, actually, that might not be your worst idea.
I'm going to continue drinking my dwarven brew.
I'm gonna stick with Raven.
Oh, it's just the old 4Bs going out.
Hey.
Damn, I'm doing well on my hit dice today.
Nice.
I am exactly at max health. Nice.
13 vs7 is our max. 18,
Okay.
23,
So I'm
Hey,
literally...
25.
How did I
Hello.
say you spelt his name?
Taurun.
Thank you.
Bell's back, short rest.
But yeah, I'm
Right,
literally
so-
going to do a perimeter check. Just to make sure there's no immediate threats to
There's your
Fandolin.
boy.
Aww.
Is he
Where is
basically
my
the guy
son?
Is he basically what's his face from Thor? The stone guy. I can't remember his name.
I mean, the Frost guy.
I haven't actually
No.
watched Thor.
Oh, from
Oh.
the new one.
Don't
I haven't
say
watched it, so
anything,
don't say a
No,
word.
it's not a
please.
spoiler.
Oh, no,
Just-
no, I'm
just
trying to
No,
think of
say
the
no,
name.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about because I know that comics. I know that
Yeah,
series.
I think I
'cause
mentioned it to you before. You said his name. Krog
Anyway.
or something. Off
he's a
topic.
badass.
Frog.
He is.
Anyway,
Such a
yeah, I'm
badass.
just gonna do perimeter.
Literally Grog.
Korg. That's what it was.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna.
So you're gonna do your perimeter scan. So
Yeah, that's
make me
one.
an investigation check with advantage, just for glory.
Okay.
Yeah,
Glory's pretty good at this.
I'm just going to do my
I
short
can't-
rest stuff while I'm
Can
here
I
with
cast
Roman.
bless on her when she does this? Or is it
I
too
could
late?
say I'll say you could have hashtag blessed.
Hashtag bless.
Was that a D4?
I'll click it. You get to find out.
It's a D4.
I'll have that. Sure.
Roll a D6.
D6 or D4? Okay.
No, that's
Not
me.
you,
Sorry.
him. You don't get it back. So that's a 20 total.
Oh wait,
Um,
no, that's not attack. Sorry, it's attack rolls and saving throws, not ability checks. Sorry,
Never mind.
that's enhanced.
It's still
It's not
17. It's still great.
Did not.
So, you know this area very well, and you do scan the outskirts of the town. You do tell that somewhere in the north side of town, maybe northeast in the forest, there was probably some sort of giant movement, like a lot of trees and bushes were moved or pushed, and very heavy, obvious footprints. And to the south of the town, there was a lot of activity of something large. But you matching, even thinking as you're going, these footprints are at least almost like to compare, say, a human's foot to an orc's, comparing the one you saw in the northeast to this. These are much larger, probably about the same size, but definitely heavier. There's definitely a heavier imprint in the ground. And it's about 50, 60 feet from the actual farmsteads at the south side of Fandolin that you find
How old? Can I tell?
fresh.
Where is this? In the north or in the south?
This
South.
would be in the south side of the town.
On the border of the farms.
Yeah.
So we need to.
About 60 feet from the farms. But whatever it was, there seems to be no damage. There seems to be nothing. People might have just been looking.
I don't
Scouting
like,
party?
I don't like a scouting party.
No, me neither.
Why are they scouting here?
Great question, would love to know.
Keep looking. They look fresh and footprint. So I follow them.
Good. How late is it?
You're in the later afternoon now. You're probably about 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing.
Fine.
Does someone want to run and get Zero and Roman? While they're drinking?
How many
No,
feet
I'm not
away?
drinking anymore.
Like,
But,
what
Roman is.
distance are we away from the inn?
For you, about a turn.
No, but like.
On a side note, I just want to point out that I rolled a hit die and got 0 hit points.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like, I mean, are we
It's not
talking,
exact. It would take you about 5 minutes to run back and get everyone.
Like 600 foot or more than
Roughly.
600 foot?
Yeah.
I will put out the horn and I'll give it a good blow and send them a little warning to them, just the two of them.
To everyone that's present, Ash, Kirok, and Glory, you see him pull out a horn and go, "Ooh," and no sound comes out. For Roman and for Zero and for, I think it's only Roman and Zero that are there.
It's just the people.
you-
It's just the people I
Yeah, I
assign.
know, I know, but you choose them, and I imagine you have chosen them.
Yes.
You both hear a like a
And I
horn
turned to
call that
Roman
was
and
also
say,
mixed
"What
with
the
a griffin.
heck was that?"
Did you hear? Did you get
Yeah,
like
like-
buzzing in your ear?
Yeah.
What the
Like
fuck
a
was
loud horn and a bird mixed together.
I put the
Well,
horn
I'd probably
down.
stick my head outside and have a look around. It's like, 3 birds around here or something?
They might not know what that means. guys.
No, they don't.
We
You
haven't
didn't
got
explain
a
it to
clue.
anyone. you little
Oh,
shit.
whatever. Whatever, Nemo. We'll just go back to drinking. Fuck it.
I think I'll stick to
Oh,
water.
God. This is what we refer to as Nosdo syndrome. We are calling for help! Ah, screw you!
Yeah.
Until I literally kicked him up the hole to get him to go help you guys. God damn that.
Oh,
We'll
he
probably
was
be happy to help.
He was
It's
happy
like
to
if it
miss
was
that
the-
entire fight.
If it was a whistle, that one of our whistles would have been right there, but we don't
Yeah,
know what the
like-
heck that noise was.
Safety whistle.
I don't have a safety whistle anymore, guys. He got disintegrated.
I think we definitely gave you a new one because we had two
Yeah,
spare.
we had 2 spare.
We never.
definitely got it.
I was never told, so I've not written it down. But okay. Should we continue to follow footprints?
You sure someone doesn't want to run and get them? Get them?
I think we'll be okay. They're probably quite drunk by now. And besides, it's like I've missed this. Just the 4 of us.
Yeah, I'd rather we didn't run off to fight giants, just the 4 of us. As much as I appreciate the company, I think the extra help might be needed.
Yeah, Zero, it's not that I like to,
So
appear
who
in
can get
everybody's
there
mind all the
quickest?
time.
We'll be okay.
It's just,
Yeah.
Also,
we'll be
Roman, you definitely have your spells back.
oh yeah, I know.
Kira, I don't want to bother you about it, but
we
could
might
you...
start on a long rest.
Yeah, I get my spells back on a short.
I only get a bit.
I don't want to go and do this with just the 4 of us. I think we need the full party. Especially if it's...
The more that we have here, the better. And even if it is a scouting party, it's a giant scouting.
Has either Varus or Kirok still got their familiar out?
I imagine
Oh,
Varus might.
Kirok,
And
please.
Kirok
one
might.
of them.
Kirk has
Can-
her boy.
We maybe send a boy. we send a friend?
I can send it. It won't be able to talk or.
I think...
Would you guys like to give me a perception check? We'll have one from each of you, no advantage.
Okay.
Each of who?
Me and Nemo.
Not from you two, from those 4.
The ones in the field.
Those out amongst the field.
Ah, fuck you.
Ashk, can we get a perception check, please?
Give me a second. If roll 20 would be fine.
Glory and a +5 to my +4.
Yeah. But,
Listen, Glory's a paranoid piece of shit. she
has-
has good perception.
I was about to say she has Thane syndrome, but no, Thane has Glory syndrome.
You came first, bitch.
So actually, all 3 of you who rolled above 13,
Ooh.
that was what was rolled. You see, a cow just walking through the fields out towards you guys. You see a large head just like poking through the fields, looking at it. However, the one large brown eye locks eyes with Glory and sees Ash and Glory in the field, but you guys can see it above the actual. It's more like a cornfield. You can see its head poking up, but as it sees you have noticed it, it immediately turns and begins running.
How far away is it?
It's about, from you guys, about maybe 50, 60 feet.
Oh, Glory, come on, let's do it.
Whoa, wait, what?
No.
It's a fucking
He
giant.
was running.
Can it eat?
He was running. Why
So
was
we
he
stop
running?
him from get. I'll start running after it.
I hop on the fence and I shout out, Toran!
The giant stops in place and looks back over.
Varys, stop!
I'm still like running, so I'm like within 30 feet of it.
Varys, don't!
The giant
Sorry?
seems to be taking a step back in just like looking between Kirok and this weird elf that's just charging directly at him. He does have a spear out.
I fly up and I fling out the rope of entanglement at Varys.
Hey, Varys, give me a deck save, bitch.
God bless.
Sorry, what are this?
I don't have this item! I don't know what the DC is!
When did you get
you.
this?
I got this from the Erinyes!
What the fuck? Wait!
The rope of entanglement. It's DC 15.
That was
Oh shit! The Aaron, yes! Sorry.
Yeah,
You know, Zero's sister?
yeah. What I normally
the
call a
little
succubus.
connection I have to
actually
make,
known
yeah.
I took her rope after
you
she
got that
tried to
bit.
strangle me with it.
Yeah, bitch that. So, Varys,
Real
you're charging towards this thing, and as you are, you're not focused at Kirok, who is shouting at you to say no, but you're Varys. You never listen to anyone. Well, you are not restrained.
Varys, stop! Stop! Wait a second!
Do you fucking mind?
I sort of like... I probably can't reel Varys in, so I probably reel myself in.
That's probably more likely, yeah.
So I reel myself in.
No, is an elf that much heavier than something with hollow bones?
She's not that strong. Even if she did one stop glory.
Yeah. Look.
I'm gonna keep trying to wiggle free out of this rope.
Varys, please, stop! I'm trying to talk!
And I'm listening, but I'm trying to get out of your fucking rope.
I very,
Then
very
stay
cautiously. I very cautiously start walking up
He's...
and say,
Yeah, I'm keeping a decent distance and I've got a hand on Talum, but I'm...
I sort of spread my wings, standing between Torren and the other three, and I go, wait!
My hands are
"It's
still on
your
my sword,
call,
but underneath the
Angelas.
rope.
It's your call."
Wait.
So, I'm going to move you guys back to Fandolin, and let's move you three down where it's more fitting.
Yay.
I'm not going to attack it, Angelas.
What?
I'm taking it by your call.
Oh, also, I'm gonna go ahead and send Ash a ascending. Go. You guys all good?
Oh, sure. What I'll do is
Can
I'll
I
lift this
reply?
out of the rope.
Yes, you can reply.
Yes.
Is there any limitation on it?
It's just
It's like
25
words.
words.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It's
Not-
Godzilla!
Not actually that big.
Godzilla.
Gojira!
Gojira! Tarum!
Kirok, let me out of the rope.
Do you promise not to hurt him?
If he's not aggressive,
He isn't. He wasn't. Let me explain.
Well- let me out of the rope.
Promise?
Listen to her, Varys.
Promise to try. Hey.
Hey. I cautiously let him out of the rope.
Stand up. My hand's still on my sword, just in a sheath, still just in case.
I
I'll be right back.
I step forwards and I point and I go, Torren? And then
Points and in his very Kirok.
it's just sort of like I just sort of turn and look at the party, just like, see? Even though that explains nothing.
Oh,
I just kind of nod. Like I kind of understand.
Okay,
so you're friends with a stone giant? This is a stone giant, right?
This is a very young stone giant.
So you're
Varys,
friends with
from-
a stone giant?
Varys, from what you saw, this was the stone giant that was protesting to the older stone giant's ideas. Whatever the discussion was about, you missed the actual topic, but you heard them discussing it. He didn't seem interested on harming the smaller kin.
So I recognize him, okay.
You recognize him, and he is, now that you can see him in actual daylight, you can see just how... You could tell that one of them was probably hundreds of years old by the fact that it was just this craggy stone skin. This one is very young looking, very soft. Literally, it's like clay almost. His skin's almost like clay before it's hardened with age.
I'll stand
And the
up.
fact that he's only about, say, the size of a... Basically, he's taller than an ogre, but he's broad as one.
I'll stand up, take my hand, and just walk up to Kira, 'cause I'm next to her, just
Mhm.
looking at this giant. I'll just introduce myself in giant. I'll just say, my name's Varys.
As you say this in giant, there's a moment of relief. You can understand my language.
I understand a lot of things.
Don't understand what stop means, apparently. Oh!
Zane.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Fuck you.
So I'm missed the message coming back to me, or
No, I haven't replied back yet. I'm sort of
Uh,
thinking.
you can reply back now.
You do you.
We found a stone giant. Don't worry, he seems friendly. Stay alert. Be on standby.
so. Hey, Zero. Apparently, they found a stone giant. He seems friendly, and we need to be on alert in case.
In case what? Are we supposed to go find them, or
Well, I don't know. She just said be on call.
maybe we should go look for them?
Nah.
Alright, I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Fine. Okay.
I send Fune up to say hello to him.
He lowers the spear down and like has the finger out for Fune to sit on, but he doesn't actually try to stroke it, considering his finger is larger than it. He might hurt it.
Yeah.
So he just looks at it with a little soft smile. The rainbow bird.
I take my hand off tongue.
You're like, I have a child now.
What are you doing so close to our home?
I saw that cow. It looked kind of nice. I wanted to try and draw the cow.
He likes to draw.
You wanted to draw the cow.
He opens up a bag and reaches in and pulls out a slab and looks it to you. And there you can see a very confused looking cow looking straight towards the perspective of the artist.
Oh my god, I'm picturing him as a little stone giant hipster
Okay.
Look,
with a
look,
camel.
look. He drew Fune, and I get Fune to sort of like try and pose in the way that they were posing, the way that they were posing before, so that he can sort of show the picture.
That's exactly how he drew the cow.
Oh.
Christ.
He puts away that one and then takes out the slab for Fune.
See?
Okay, so we can draw. Alright. I'll ask him again. Are you alone here, or are you here with friends?
I'm not alone. I'm here with my father and two others.
Your father and two others. Why are they here?
Make an insight check. Can't really discern, like as he's talking, he's thinking for a moment. It's more like he's trying to ponder what you're saying than anything. And that's also how he drew Fune. He didn't have much time to sketch the cow. The cow didn't stay still.
I cautiously begin stepping forward, and with I don't know if my druidcraft would be even big enough for him to notice it, so I'm not going to try. I'm just going to very, very calmly, but very, very precisely say, Varys, we are the guardians of Faerun. What do you intend to do here in Phantomlin?
I turn to Giant and ask him again not necessarily exactly what he said, but I asked him what him and his friends are doing so close to town.
Do you say who you are?
Who I am? Oh no, no,
The
no,
way
no,
Ash
no, I
did.
don't. No, she doesn't know that.
Okay, she doesn't. She doesn't understand giant.
Sorry, sorry, Stacy.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
He says,
You're Varys.
"We're looking for old buildings, ruins that used to be from the kingdom of the giants."
From the old empire.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that.
The Thane isn't. There's others that think the Thane is doing things that are wrong. That she's willing to do harm for the sake of good, and that doesn't work out.
It sounds like you're one of the people that don't like that.
No, I don't like fighting.
But your father does.
My father hasn't had a choice. He's old. He's fought for a very long time. He's one of our greatest warriors. He's fought the champions of other clans and has beaten them. He once beat a frost giant into exile.
He did.
Oh, really?
Oh
That's
dear.
interesting.
Well, there goes that idea I had.
But it was because he never does anything that's outside of the rules. But when the Thane changes the rules, he obliges because it's what he has to do.
He
It's his
follows
job.
leader. I understand. These guys, I'm their leader, they follow me, so...
Make a deception check.
Real quick. Do we know which direction they went? I mean,
Nope.
Zero? No.
I'm gonna make him make a fucking insight check.
So I'm slipping slightly into Zal territory here.
Just a bit.
You are just a little.
Even with a +6, unfortunately not.
But he fails.
He fails. Yeah. He looks at you for a moment. And he by the way, as he's speaking, he's always looking over his shoulder. Not as if like he's making sure whatever he's saying isn't wrong, but more so that he's checking to see if anyone's there. And he at this point he has kneeled down again, so he's like closer to head height to you guys. But still, like he's even knelt, he's 10 foot up.
Me and my group, we protect the realm, this area. I can't have your family going around causing sort of mayhem.
It's only my dad and me that are family. The others are... One's one of her seers, and the other's... Just another one. A friend of my father's. We're just doing what we're told.
By your phone.
By the thing.
Turn to the group. I basically explain to them. So
Kaya Lithica. And he says this, and you can all comprehend Kaya Lithica.
We've heard that before, haven't we?
First word I've understood this whole time.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
I quickly just turn to the group and just say, he's one of the stone giants from the cave. He doesn't want to kill anyone. His Thane does, and his dad does, who's in the cave as well.
So what
I've
do we
told
do?
him.
Do we try and talk to his dad? Because we can talk to
I
him.
will.
Ask him if he's someone worth talking to.
They seem to be a lot more open to talking than hill giants.
There are other things at work here. We're talking to him literally.
Okay. Do we have anything they want to say? I've said what you wanted to say. Ask.
Why did he run away earlier?
Oh, when you met him before, haven't you? Of course. I'll turn around. When you met Kirok, why did you run? Why did you leave?
My father wanted me back. I wasn't to leave for longer than an hour at a time without reporting back.
So you went
If
back,
I was...
and now you're out here again, drawing cows?
I was meant to scout the area to see if I saw any of our ruins. Thane wants to try and reclaim the old parts of our world, but we only have a small bit. And he just like makes a big circle on the ground. We only have a dot. And by the way, the circle itself is about like 10 foot wide. But he uses like his smallest finger and like makes a dot. We only have one tiny piece that is ours. The rest, all of this, the small folk own now.
Yes.
We can't win that. It's reckless to try to. No matter what she thinks she hears. As he says that, he's looking over his shoulder again. As if like he's speaking out of turn.
I keep an eye out just to make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
Make a perception check.
So is your Thane trying to make a power move? We know about the auditing.
Or the lack thereof.
Or the lack thereof.
She was told by an outsider that it would be the best way to bring our people back, but make us stand at the top of the ordering to receive Anam's blessing, but I don't see how.
Someone... I mean, I'm just talking because I assume that Varys would translate.
Let's say I'll turn around again and tell everyone what was said.
We'll say for the sake of ease that you are translating as he says.
Yeah.
There was an external suggestion?
Have you ever seen the outsider?
Yeah. Say it.
They are a stone giant, but not from us. We'd never seen the person before. Beautiful woman. Tall as the Thane. Older than my father. Her words, they carried reason to them, but there were times where it just felt wrong to listen to it. It's as if you're hearing someone describe something brutal that you know in your heart is wrong.
I don't like the sound of that.
Did you get a name?
She only spoke directly to the Thane. My father tried to confront her. Demanded to know the name, but she said she would only speak to the Thane. My father, of course, didn't see that as a good enough reason, stood in her way. And my father's big by our standards.
He was.
She just grabbed his wrist and nearly broke his arm off. And so pushed her way, forced her way in, and then, with but a smile, everyone seemed to like her, even after that. There's just something wrong with her. It always worried me.
It worries us as well. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah. Always go with your gut. If it worried you, then there must have been something wrong.
Which we are.
So...
God is willing to listen to it, but only so much.
This
He realizes that something's wrong.
So as much as we don't want you to cause any bloodshed for the small folk, we obviously don't want to cause any unnecessary bloodshed here. What will it take?
My father believes that he saw the bird fly in, the grand one, the one the kings would ride on. And he knows that somebody here is powerful. And we were told to be very cautious around powerful people, and it was only recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, that we got told should you see a bird of radiant feathers flying with the wingspan of that, do not attack. Do not provoke, avoid. My father has erred on the side of caution, despite what Boruk says.
There's some awkward foot scratching coming from Kirok at the moment.
Yeah. So.
Even Roman's just kind of going, "Oh God, why is it getting hot in here?" Ugh.
Second-hand embarrassment.
Did I see anything, by the way?
Come into Dean Whispers.
Shit! So I don't want to say this, but this could be bad.
Prepare
Does
yourself.
anybody else get the impression we might have fucked up something slightly? I get that impression.
I feel like we haven't fucked it up. I feel like them seeing who stopped them from attacking yet.
Yeah, but that means the giants are sort of aware of us and as a group.
They're aware of
The
her.
stone giants are aware of it. Nothing has been said so far from the hill giants,
But we've
cloud
not
giants, or the
encountered
storm
any stone
giants.
giants. How could they know about Huru and us? We've not encountered any. They must have got the news from possibly this outsider person.
They've just seen a bird. They don't know what the connection is to. That is the thing. Is that if they are seeing a bird, they are probably thinking that's a pretty big bird. Avoid. They don't know that it's related to us. They don't necessarily need to know that it's related to us.
They know
So
the
it's
bird's
more-
related to someone powerful.
The bird is related to someone powerful. They haven't connected all the dots yet.
Mhm.
So it's more to play this strategically in that we know for a fact that the storm giants are playing it cautiously. They've seen this bird. They're not going to attack. That's what I was presuming. They're waiting on a call to attack Fandolin. So in that sense, if they've been told not to attack, this is kind of played into my hands a little bit. We are able to do something with that. There's flex.
So this
To
is
the
a
negotiation.
this is a double-edged sword because it means that it possibly means, I'm just spitballing here, that if we ever fly anywhere else on Huru, anything that sees us, it could be a double-edged sword because like certain people will go, "Whoa, that's dangerous, stay away from that," but other people, such as certain giants, may see it and go, "Hey, bingo!"
Certain
So
giant that are trying to make a power move to go up in the ordering.
yeah, when it comes to transport, if we're trying not to get attention, then Huru is not a good option.
Yeah.
Yeah, just consider this as a forewarning that we've been a little bit flamboyant with Huru, but we've been given a little bit of a reprieve here.
Mm.
So
Like flying from Fandolin
Yeah, they're
to
not each other.
oh boy, like Fandolin to Tribor, yeah, but to Flint Rock, might want to reconsider.
I'm just gonna put my hand up.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
I
go.
mean, I'm still talking to the giant, so I'm not facing you. Carry on.
I'm just gonna go. Everyone stop.
Why?
Can't understand what's Sorry.
I want everyone just to look over Turin's shoulder. And see if you can see what I'm seeing.
Everyone else make
Do
perception
you
checks with
see what
advantage
I see.
as you are being pointed out to it.
I don't want to make it super obvious. I'm not literally gonna point, but I'm just gonna be like, "Can
Yeah,
you
you can
see
do it.
that?"
Oh dang.
Ash gives perception check too.
Hey, Nemo.
Unfortunately not. So, Kirok and Varus, as is pointed out to you, Ash, something's being pointed out to you that's past the ridge and you're in a cornfield. Can't see shit, you're a dwarf.
Sorry, honey.
Exactly.
But Kirok and Varus, you look over and you see past a tree, about 80 feet past Torun, you see the beginning of the mountains going up, like it's a very long, slow escalation up. You do see a large piece of stone, like up against the mountain, and you pause for a moment looking, but you're more looking towards Torun, who's now confused, and you stare for about a minute or two as the conversation continues. Let's see if you are spotted in your actions.
Probably. I'm gonna start slowly walking?
You see, if not for the fact that you see literally just slight movements at, like, say, a mid-height point, like maybe 25 feet up, see a slight mid-height point movement, as you also see a massive battle axe. You see it's just a log, but you see the blades of it from the angles you're at, of a frost giant design. And if not for the fact that the stonework is barely moving, you can now ascertain, at the very slow movements of it and the way it expands and retracts, it's breathing.
Torin, don't any of your people have the ability to hide in stone?
Some people can meld into the stone, into mud.
I turn to the party. You know, he said earlier about the frost giant that got exiled because his dad beat him in a fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Does anyone think that up there is Harslag's axe that he's got?
I'm thinking that
I
too.
want to get it.
Yeah, but I don't particularly want to get into a fight.
Oh,
Torin, I'm not gonna fight this. Well, I'm just gonna say it's to Barris. I'm looking at Barris. I'm hoping he relays it. I'm not gonna fight this unless you tell me I can. But look behind you.
He glances over his shoulder, and as he does, you all look, and the form actually melts into the stone. Disappears. And you hear a rumbling.
I fly up into the sky.
And as there is a flight to the sky,
Tulun, your father is here.
he looks, in that moment, terrified as you say this to him, with a look back of you, a realization, as he looks like someone who just tried to stab the devil in the back and got caught. And he looks scared as he says, not quite the
Jesus, don't do that!
I quickly turn to the group. Do we want to make
You watch as this massive stone giant grabs Turin and pushes him behind him in a protective way, and just has a battle axe drawn.
I'm doing the same for
glaring at you
Karok.
guys,
Hey, but I'm in.
and he just moves him back to here.
I'm in front.
I'm with this year.
And as he glares at you all, his son trying to
I'm
speak
in
in
front.
giant to him quickly, that's where we're going to call tonight's session.
Oh boy!
This is bad.
This could be bad.
Could be bad.
This is perfectly
This-
fine.
It has
We-
the potential to be very bad.
This is perfectly fine.
We can
It's
still.
more the fact that he's been watching this, and you all started getting testy, and he went, "Oh shit, I don't like this."
We can talk this out.
I love this because it's basically, yep, just drinking. This is a good day. Oh wait, what's up?
As you see Ash gets flung into the bar next to you. Hi, help!
There's one thing that you guys forgot, Zero and Roman. I still have Turk in the town.
Ah,
Big Pig is in town. He can be
Big
like,
Pig
"Oh
is
shit,
in-
move it in."
Big Pig is in town and he can carry both of them. So
Well, that's not even the problem though. You can't get into the bar.
What's the distance you can communicate with?
Ooh, try.
Turk?
I'll say there's enough distance between those two
Yeah,
points,
I thought
right?
so.
But this is where we're going to leave it,
Yes.
because
Well,
I
then.
think this is a fun point to leave it off at.
and it is
Yes.
getting late.
Congratulations, guys! You are meeting one of two neutral to good aligned giants.
He is my son now.
I love him so much.
I have 3 pages of notes dedicated to him.
I'm so glad I rolled
He's
that
so
number.
important to me.
Oh, that literally the magic number. Das made me roll a dice to see what would happen when Kirok was in the tree.
100 would have been a unicorn.
Yeah, I remember.
I rolled a 42. It's the number.
Hey!
The number.
She saves
It's the
us
magic
even when she's not
number.
here.
the universe is happy this day. The universe approves.
Life, the universe, and everything. And on that note, we're gonna leave it there. So
Good night, everyone.
We'll see you next week for whatever conclusion this may have.
If
Take
it has
care.
one.
Hopefully good.
Guys.